Have you ever seen an e-bike built for 2 riders that can still hit up to 28 miles per hour? Well, today we've got something special. The brand new Troxus Lynx 2-Up. And trust me, this bike is built to turn heads.
What's up guys, this is Daddy O from the O Family channel. Today we got an e-bike from Troxus, I think that's how you say, Troxus. They sent us a Lynx 2-Up e-bike for us to review. Yes! So before we open this up, let's talk about a few of the standout features that make this e-bike different from the others. First, 750 watt Kenda hub motor with 85 Newton-meter torque. That's a lot of power for hills and hauling a passenger. 2, switchable torque and cadence sensor. It rides smooth like a premium e-bike, so I am really anxious to test that out. 3, 20 by 3.3 inch Kenda anti-puncture tires with Kevlar belt and commuter friendly. Wow. 4, carry up to 120 pounds on the back. And 5, up to 70 miles per charge with a removable Samsung 48 volt 15 amp hour battery. So you are getting a great battery. So let's go ahead and dive in. Okay, so let's go ahead and open this box and see what's in here. And I think for this model only comes in a one color. It's a gray color. This is what's inside the box. Nicely packaged. Here's a manual, the seat. Let's dig in deeper. That was easy.
Are you sure about that?
Just a little more.
Few moments later.
Alright guys, one of the first things I notice when opening the box is how premium everything feels. From the comfort of the seat, I mean I can already tell just feeling the seat here. Back seat, very premium compared to the other e-bikes. And to this tire, these wide tires, the rear rack, foot pegs, and even the kickstand and this guard come pre-installed, saving me a lot of time. Yes! Most e-bikes make you assemble those. Even the front guard, usually most e-bikes are plastic, but this is metal, so another nice touch. And even the manual comes in a nice little bag.
Nice.
So you don't lose it. Sometimes when it comes in the box, the manual could be ripped off and could be damaged, but it's in a nice little pouch here so it doesn't get damaged. This is another nice touch they did. So pretty much everything is installed. Looks like all I have to do is put the front tire and the front handlebar and the front guard, and that's pretty much it. And the 2 boxes came in. Looks like this is right, left paddle, some tools, and a charger. Looks like this is a 54.6 volt 2 amp charger, just not a fast charge. All right, so let's go ahead and put the front wheel first. Don't forget to take this off. Okay. Oh, even comes with the bike grease.
Nice.
Okay, tighten that. That was easy. All right, let's flip the bike over. Now we gotta loosen this up here so the front handle part can go in. Oh, it's greasy. We go ahead and put the front handlebar. There it goes. Now the screen is going in, just super duper easy. And then next thing we have to do is the front guard. Okay. That's in. Gotta get this part. That side is in. Fits perfect too. There it goes. Okay, that's in. Super duper easy. Now all we have left is left and right paddle. Side is counterclockwise. Alright. The right side is clockwise.
Few moments later.
Performance wise, you're looking at 28 miles per hour on pedal assist, 20 miles on throttle, and up to 70 miles of range per charge depending on your riding style. The drivetrain is a Shimano Altus 8-speed with a trigger shifter, giving you smooth and reliable gear changes. So there's a shifter here, there's a little trigger on both sides. The motor is an Ananda 750 watt hub drive pushing 85 Newton meter of torque, which should be more than enough for hill climbs. We'll put that to the test later. And I do love how the battery is on top of the frame instead of under. Usually the battery is behind here, under. So it's kind of hard to get the battery out, but this one, as you can see, pops right out from the top, so easy to take it out. No struggle there. And the battery, 48 volt, 15 amp hour Samsung battery. That's a UL2771 certified for safety. So you know you're getting a dependable pack. Payload capacity is impressive, up to 360 pounds total, 240 for the rider, and you could have up to 120 for the rear rack. And one of my favorite features, the switchable torque and cadence sensor. Usually you only get one or the other. And here's a power button in the middle. You hold that for a few seconds and turns on. And finishing up with the cockpit, you get a full color display with the Bluetooth and turn signals, a 400mm seat post for plenty of leg extension, and wide BMX style handlebars that gives you a confident riding stance. It all feels solid and well put together. And one more thing that really stands out with Troxus, the warranty and safety coverage. Inside the box, I found these cards that explain it all. First, Troxus gives you a 5-year or 5,000 mile fender to fender warranty. Wow. Most e-bikes only offer 1 or 2 years, so this is one of the strongest warranties I've seen. On top of that, they include something called Troxus Total Care Plus. That means if something happens, like you drop the bike and snap a brake lever, they'll offer prorated discounts on parts or even replacement bikes, regardless of faults during the first 5 years.
No way.
It's basically extra peace of mind. And lastly, the Lynx 2 Up is fully UL2849 certified. That means the battery and the electronics were tested by ACT Lab and ISO accredited safety lab. So you know it means the highest standards for electrical and fire safety.
Cool.
Not every e-bike brand goes this far.
Very nice.
Okay, so as you can see on the left side, there's a few buttons. And here is the color display. This shows the speedometer, how fast you're going. Here is the battery. Right now it's at 77%. Below that, it shows the trip. If you hold the info button or left turn signal for a few seconds, it goes to the next, shows the odometer. Hold that again. Shows a max speed and average mile. And if you press this, I or the left turn signal, shows on the screen the left turn signal is on. This is what the turn signal looks like on the back side. Nice and bright. The right turn signal, and also it's the headlight. And on the back side, right turn signal. Let's go ahead, turn that off and turn on the headlight. You hold this for a few seconds. Bright, you can see. And also brake light is on. And this is what it looks like with the turn signal and brake light at the same time. There's plus and minus button here. Obviously that's to turn on the pedal assist, plus the usual pedal assist 5, and then the minus buttons to go down. And then there's a foot logo. You hold that for a few seconds. That's a walk assist.
Now let's jump into the advanced settings. To get here, you just hold the plus and minus buttons for a few seconds, and that brings up the P menu. On the Lynx 2 Up, we've got settings from 01P through 07P. 01P. This one is pretty straightforward. It lets you switch between miles per hour and kilometers per hour. 02P. Here it shows 48 volts, which matches the battery system on this bike. This is just a reference for the display to read battery levels correctly. 03P lets you set how many pedal assist levels you want. Right now it's showing 1 through 5, but depending on your preference, you can usually change how fine-tuned you want your assist steps to be. 04P. Now 04P is a little less clear. Mine shows in 24, which looks like a current limit. Around 24 amps going to the controller. That's my best guess, since it doesn't match the usual sleep timer setting we see on other displays. 05P. This one's easy to read. It shows 28 miles per hour. That's the speed limit setting. You can lower it if you want to stay compliant with local rules, or leave it at 28 for full class 3 performance. 06P. 06P is really interesting. On my screen it shows P5D-N. From what I've tested, this seems to be where you can toggle between torque sensor mode and cadence sensor mode. Troxus advertises both, so it makes sense that this is where you'd switch. 07P and finally 07P. Mine says SL10, which could be start level or sensitivity, maybe even a secondary speed limit. Since Troxus hasn't officially published documentation, I'd call this one an educated guess.
Alright guys, we are ready to go. And the one more thing is I do notice if you hold the plus button for a few seconds, you see that little biker goes on and off. I think when the biker is on, that's a torque sensor. If you hold it again, when the bicycle icon is gone, I think that's a cadence sensor. So let's go ahead and figure that out. Alright, so here we go. Let's take it for a spin. Right now, I think we're on a cadence sensor. So let me go ahead and we're on pedal assist 0. And this is not a heavy bike, so it's easy to ride the bike like a regular bike. Let me put this up to pedal assist 1. Okay. Right now we're going about, it says 12 on the screen, 13 miles on here. I'm not sure this is torque sensor. It feels like a torque right now. Yeah, definitely feels like a torque. Let me see, pedal assist 2. Oh yeah. So it looks like this is a torque sensor. When the bicycle icon is gone, that is a torque sensor. That's what it looks like. Remember, torque sensor is the harder you paddle, more power you will feel. Cadence sensor, as soon as you paddle, you'll feel the full power. So there's a difference. Cadence sensor, you get the full power right away. Torque sensor is where you ease into it. So as you can see, I start paddling a little more. I feel a little more boost. It's going about 16 miles per hour on here, but the phone says 15, so they're like a 1 mile per hour difference. 17. Now it's the pedal assist 3. Oh yeah, you feel the more boost now. Going about 18, 19. Let's try pedal assist 4. So you can see the harder I paddle, the faster I will go. 24, 25, 26. Man, the brake is really good. It's very, whoa. It stops on a dime with a big 203 millimeter. Still on torque sensor. So I'm lightly paddling. I feel a little bit of torque, but when I paddle a little more, as you can see, you can hear, boost right away. So right now we're pedal assist 4, torque sensor, easily 23, 25. So 25 was the highest. All right, now pedal assist 5, torque sensor. I'm sure it's gonna go a little more. Man, the brake is so good. Stops right away. Easily going to 20, 25, 26, 27, 28. So it will stop at 28 no matter what, how much you paddle. Looks like it just cuts off at 28. Pedal assist 5. All right, now let me try. Hold the plus button. You will see the little bike icon that came on. That must be a cadence sensor. Let's start with the pedal assist 1. See the difference. Pedal assist 2 going about 13. Pedal assist 3 going about 16. Yeah, I feel the boost right away, even though lightly paddling goes up to 20 miles per hour and just cuts off there. And then I'm sure if I do paddle assist 5, that's gonna go up to 28. And I'll probably cut off there. Let me see. Paddle assist 5, oh yeah, the torque kicks in right away. Going 27, 28. Oh man, this bike is smooth, feels light. Yeah, lightly paddling, 27. Definitely with the bike icon, it's a cadence sensor. Right now we'll pedal assist 5. Cadence sensor. Now to test out the thumb throttle. It's supposed to go up to 20 miles per hour. Let's see. Only using the thumb throttle. Already up to 16, 17, 18, 20, and it stops at 20. It will not go higher or lower. 20 is the highest. All right, I am going to put this paddle assist 3 just to see. We're still on cadence sensor. 85 Newton meter torque, hill coming up. Oh yeah, no problem here. Now it did rain yesterday, so it is a little wet. No problem. Time for a quick brake test. This is one of the best brake I've tested. Ooh, wow. Man, the brake is really good. Stops right away. Stops on a dime. And try one more time. Oh yeah, best brake I've tested so far. Alright guys, after unboxing and putting some miles on the Lynx 2 Up, all I can say is wow, this bike really impressed me. Everything feels silky smooth, solid, and honestly premium compared to a lot of e-bikes I've tested. And of course, no bike is perfect. There are always a few little things, but overall Troxus really nailed it with this one. Let's start with the cons. 1, right now, it only comes in one color, this gray color. I'd love to see a few more fun options down the road. 2, the wiring up front looks a little busy. A cleaner setup would have been nice. 3, there's no horn, which would add some extra safety. 4, you got rear turn signals, but nothing up front. 5, the seat post doesn't use a quick release clamp, so you need a tool to adjust it. The upside though is once it's set, it stays rock solid. Now onto the pros, and there are a lot. 1, I love the overall look of this bike. The frame design, the color, and those gum wall Kenda tires all come together perfectly. 2, the seat is comfortable and feels premium. 3, almost everything is pre-installed from the factory. Rear seat, foot pegs, kickstand, panels, brake light, all I have to do was throw on the handlebar, front tire, and fender. 4, the component feel high-end. The metal front fender, massive 203mm hydraulic rotors, quality Kenda gum walls, and a BMX style handlebar that gives it attitude. 5, being able to switch between torque and cadence sensors is huge. You really get to the best of both worlds. 6, and one of the biggest standouts is the warranty. Troxus offers 5 years or 5,000 miles, plus their total care program where you can get discounted parts if something breaks during that time. I haven't seen another e-bike brand match that. At the end of the day, if you are looking for a premium e-bike that's comfortable, powerful, stylish, and backed by a seriously strong warranty, the Lynx 2 Up is an easy recommendation. Big thanks to Troxus for sponsoring this video. I'll drop a link in the description so you can check it out, and if you do decide to grab one, please use our affiliated link. It really helps support the channel and let us keep making these fun reviews. Thanks again for watching, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye guys.